Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Totally Oblivious. I am your host, Perez. As usual, I am here with my co-host, Alex, who is not entirely awake, but when is he ever awake? Actually, when is Alex
3
ever awake? No, even at 3 a.m. when we're recording, you weren't awake.
Well, that was after work. Usually, if I've done nothing the entire day, my body finally wakes up around like midnight and says, want to make a YouTube video? And I'm like, yeah, kind of.
You have problems.
I guess.
That's a problem.
Well, some of my best videos I've actually recorded at like midnight, and they've actually turned out to be bangers. So I'm all like, damn. It's kind of a good idea.
I mean, it's not really good for anything else other than...
I don't know, man. Money solves most or less problems.
I guess so.
So it works with me. I'm still waking up, though.
All right.
I had a little bit of the sniffles, though. I think my brother got me sick.
That guy gets everybody sick, I swear.
Andrew's the only one that gets sick. I never get sick. Unless Andrew gets sick, then I get sick. And then maybe it's like a 50-50 chance it goes to my dad, and then my mom never.
Your mom's just different.
Apparently.
There is no sickness that can take her down.
No, there's a few. Usually if she gets sick with something, none of us get it. So it's just like a weird trade-off. Why are the hats back? I don't like the hats.
Why don't you like the hats?
They're just weird.
They're decorations.
Makes me hungry, though.
I'm hungry, too.
All right, what do we...
That's fine.
And this is a bad episode to do this
is
with.
A bad episode. I guess that's enough small talk, then.
I think we should just get into this.
Sure.
This is probably going to take forever, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
But we agree on a lot of things. This could be like 15 minutes of a bit, and then we're just going to be like...
Could be. Okay.
You think just Wendy's just sucks? Like, what? Here's a controversial opinion.
Here's a controversial opinion. I hate you. Fast food tier list, because we like fast food.
Do you think we're really going to need 5, though? Because I feel like most of these we're probably never had, so I feel like...
That is true.
Get rid of F and D and just leave C, B, and A.
We'll see. Maybe some things are just so bad they skip tiers.
I guess. We'll see.
All right. So where should we start? Just
from
go
the
down
top.
the list?
Just from the top.
All right. So you've had A&W, right?
Okay.
It's the one attached to KFC?
Question.
Okay.
What the fuck is the difference? Because that's at every KFC I've ever been at, it's been attached.
I
don't think I've ever had it.
So, really, you only ever had KFC?
I never saw the difference.
Cause the difference is KFC's the fried chicken. The A&W is like a normal like cheeseburger place. So it's like cheeseburgers and fries and stuff.
No, I'm technically I've never had it.
Really?
I've always
interesting. I guess that makes sense though. I used to think the same thing too, but I've seen them attached to like Long John Silver's and stuff. They never are their own thing. They're always attached to another fast food place.
I think that's because it's a marketing thing where they'll just attach it to it just to make it more profitable.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing, but at that point it's just all like, I don't know, that's just weird. It's a weird thing.
It is super weird, but at the same time, their food, I've definitely had it a few times because as we'll talk about.
I guess the next time I have KFC, I'll try it.
Definitely try it. I think it's very good as like a cheeseburger place. Their fries are probably up there in the fry land. Cheeseburger's pretty good. Like you said, it's hard to tell which one's A&W specifically because they're always attached to things. But from the things that I know are A&W, especially their root beer, I'm going to have to say...
I'm going to be honest, I think I've always had their root beer, though. I don't think I've ever had KFC.
Well, what do you think about their root beer?
It's the same as every other fucking root beer because it's all commercial. But
all right.
It's pretty good.
I think I'll put it at...
I'd say like a C or like
either... I was going to say A or B, so I guess B.
I guess, yeah, I'll go with B. Schmarbies.
F. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to
Actually, hold up.
Wait,
No memes aside, probably a D.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
Like a low D. Are we gonna be hyper specific
Yeah, we'll
this?
be specific. I'm going to say D for Arby's. Do you have any specific reason why D?
I just don't like their sauces, and... Bro, I gotta be false advertisement on those ads because those burgers are always limp like a dick.
So I'm gonna give my intake on
Arby's
because I'm an inside man. I used to work at Arby's. Arby's when you're an outside person, it's a little higher than probably D or F for most people. But after working there, I know half the roast beef is not real meat. That's like soy byproduct beef flavored things.
Soy boys are real, confirmed by Caleb.
At least at the Arby's I worked at, nothing ever was working. The corporate pretty much just hated you. And a good majority of the time, you're just not going to have good food unless you're getting chicken from Arby's. Their chicken strips are good, but everything expensive there. Their most expensive items are never that good. And I think the only redeeming quality is their mozzarella sticks.
Real. Caleb already got all the points I was going to say.
Really, yeah, D tier. Like, they have some good things, like the Euros. I think the Euros are pretty good.
I like their cheese. I think they're the only fast food place
even
that
then,
does cheese.
Even then, after working there, smelling that cheese and dealing with it for so long, you're like, this is just synthetic. None of this is real. This is all just fake food. It's like on SpongeBob when the Krusty Krab gets sold and they're just squeezing out that gray pulp and coloring it food flavored.
Was What's-His-Face still making the show at that point? Because I think that probably...
Who?
What's-His-Face? I forgot the creator of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So
Wait. No, I think he left because that was like season 4.
Whoever did that episode was right.
So, yeah, that's Arby's. Yeah. And honestly, their corporate hates you. Like, it hates the employees, so that's easy.
They have to pay them.
Yeah. Baja Fresh never had. Blimpie never even heard of.
It. Don't even know what that logo is.
Bojangles, I think that's an Eastern side thing, so we've never had that.
What's that?
Boston Market. Have you ever had Boston Market? I've had their frozen stuff. I don't think that really counts though. But if it did count, it'd just probably be at like C tier. Okay. But I'll put it at never.
We're gonna be people are gonna realize we're gonna be so white.
We're so white. Actually, I guess I'll say because I had the frozen stuff. I'll count it for now. I'll put it at C tier.
Okay.
Burger King. Burger King. I'll let you go first. We'll trade off every time we get to something we've actually had.
I think I know there's a meme that like, oh my God, how's Burger King still operating?
Yeah.
Burger King is the last resort option that you want to have. So I think under that qualification, I say it's better than Arby's only because I think their fries and their chicken fries. Maybe the chicken nuggets. Everything else, that's a toss-up. I'm going to be also, here's another thing. If we're going to be really hyper-specific about this, the Burger King in Othello is a lot better than the Burger King here. I think a lot of places are all different because everybody's a different worker. So this is just based off our experiences. And I say the one that we currently have here in Moses is ass. The one in Othello is a bit better.
Well, we have two at Moses Lake too.
We have two?
Yeah, there's the one by Walmart and then there's the one on the highway.
Huh.
So yeah, that's definitely true though. Different locations have different quality of food. For Burger King, I think, like you said, the fries I think are.
I'll fuck up
based on fries. I think they're like about a C tier fry.
Yeah,
like they're not bad, but they're not great.
Yeah,
their food, all their chicken stuff, like you said, is very good. Their hamburger. I'd compare it. The way me and Colby usually compare the Burger King hamburgers is like if you took a normal hamburger and you like did the scrapings of that, and that's like what Burger King's meat is made out of.
Jesus.
It tastes fine, but you know it's bad for you, and you usually can feel it in your stomach that you're gonna be in pain after eating Burger King.
I've yet to have one of those experiences.
However,
where I
think Burger King is like it's like your last resort go to. It's cheap food, so you know what you're getting. And they always have really good deals.
Higher than Arby's.
I think I'm going to give it high C tier.
High C?
Yeah.
High? That's crazy.
Where would you put it?
I put it high D.
High
D? Last resort. It's never in my...
I guess the average
maybe like low C if you're being generous.
I guess we'll leave it here for now until more C's show up because this one... We're not being
Canes. I've never had Canes.
Never had Canes,
but my brother has had Canes. He says he likes it. So that one's I'd say never had, but apparently might be good.
If only
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. Okay, I'll go first. I'll go first on this one. So they have very good tasting stuff and very odd special choices. Their chicken is always really good. Their breakfast I've never had. Their milkshakes are very good. I think they have an all-around really good menu. But like I said, weird menu items and also super, super expensive. I'd have to give it maybe B or C tier.
I'd give it a B. I'd give it a B. I've always liked Carl's Jr.
It's very tasty. All their stuff is really good tasting. It's just very expensive.
It's like more expensive than Wendy's.
Especially for like the amount you get.
Yeah.
Like what? Like a 3-piece chicken strip is like $6. That's insane. But
that's like almost double for what you get.
Those chicken strips are pretty amazing.
Pretty bitchin'. I put low B.
Yeah, and their fries are honestly some of the best fast food fries. So maybe.
Hey, it's on you. Like I just think it just belongs in B tier.
I think I'll put it above. No, I'll put it below A&W because A&W still has cheaper food from at least last time I went there. Their food was on the cheaper side, and overall they have better tasting burgers. So I'll put it there. Checkers, you ever had Checkers?
No.
Chick-fil-A? No,
but I've heard as of recently they switched. Like, you know how were you ever big into Vine?
No, that was
so the thing with Vine is Vine really hyped it up, and then once Chick-fil-A kind of changed, like everybody's like, oh bro, remember when Vine was around and Chick-fil-A was bitching? So I think there's a clear like it's gone down in quality. Well, I've never had it. I think I'll take the internet's opinion as fact here. So I don't know. I'll put it never had, but if you're on a personal list, I'd probably put it like in C or D tier.
Yeah,
apparently.
So, yeah, I never had, honestly.
Chipotle, that one I've never had either.
So, yeah, Chipotle. I've heard a lot of people really like it. I've heard other things about it.
Bro, the next 4 I haven't fucking had.
Dude, people are going to realize that we're uncultured.
Well, we don't have these spots where you only live.
Guess. I do have a few other ones that we'll get to once we get through this list, but...
Actually, I've been to Del Taco.
Chipotle never had. Churches...
No.
Never had. Though... No, yet. Wait, do they have them at like some of the gas stations around here?
I think so, but I don't think I still haven't.
Yeah, had. Cookout.
That's the most generic ass name ever.
Culver's. That's another Eastern Side one, I'm sure.
Del Taco I've had. It's not that crazy, man.
Where would you put it? I think I might have had it too, but
probably like actually below Arby's. Yeah.
All right.
I
don't think it's. I think I've had it too, but I don't think it's memorable.
Denny's.
So this is an interesting one. I'll go first on this one. So Denny's is that spot that you go to specifically in my memory after watching a movie late at night, like a midnight premiere of a movie. You go to Denny's and you're just trying to get some quick, cheap food.
But it works.
And it works. Like, it's not the greatest breakfast stuff.
It's all reliable.
It really is all reliable.
I'd in my opinion, easy. I put it in A. I have never had a bad Wendy's.
Honestly, Denny's might be A tier.
You're gonna have to go there. I put it in
Denny's might be A tier.
Okay, remember back to what I said originally. Our Denny's.
Our Denny's is very consistent. It's also very nice in there too. It's
like ladies.
It's like that spot. It really is that spot.
There's a reason why my grandpa keeps going there.
Unlike a noir film where you go in, get yourself a coffee late at night, and you're just like really thinking you're like, it's one of those nights, and you get yourself a nice plate
I've never
of
thought of that
breakfast,
once.
or they just have all around pretty decent food, and it's just a nice experience. Go-to place. So Denny's A tier. Domino's Pizza.
Hey, I've been switching up from the regular pizza. I won't lie, they're slowly evolving into just like being like an Italian place with big ass quotation marks there.
Yeah.
And apparently my brother and my mom say the subs ain't that bad to a certain degree, and this is more of a cultural thing I'm noticing. While I work at the hospital doing housekeeping, I'm seeing a lot more Domino's non-pizza boxes
That
around.
is true, actually.
So I would say, personally for me, I'd put it in B, but it actually might just belong in B.
Yeah. Actually, so for me, I think I might actually have to say Domino's is A tier. I think Domino's consistently has some of the best pizza crafting options because I usually just make a custom pizza. And the options you have to put on a Domino's pizza are leagues beyond some of the other pizza places. I think the only thing they don't have is stuffed crust, but really,
and that's sad.
Stuffed. It is kind of sad.
Fuck?
But the amount of other stuff they have, like they're cheesy.
I want to try one of those subs, and I actually might text my brother right now. Fuck you. Let's get some Domino's.
But like their cheesy breadsticks are super good.
Those
all their side dishes are good. Their wings are, I think, some of the best out of the pizza joints around here. And honestly, I have to say A tier.
You know what? I might concede here. I might go with Domino's does fucking.
It's just
slap.
super consistent, and is it above or below Denny's? Though? I think I'd have to say above.
Denny's is special. It's all reliable in certain circumstances.
I feel like they're both all reliable though. Like if you're having a party, you're like, hey, Domino's Pizza, they have good deals. They always have a bunch of different options for pretty much anybody. I feel like it's above Denny's.
I don't know. I just have memories with Denny's. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know because I have the same memories
Maybe
with
if
Domino's.
it's just consistently the food that we need to talk about here, I put Domino's over it.
Okay, so there we go.
Dairy
Queen. Do you want to go first?
You want my hot take here?
Oh no.
As I've gotten older, it's gotten worse. I remember when those chicken strips when I was after the dentist when I was younger tasted a lot differently when I am now an adult.
Okay.
I've seen, while it's not fucking terrible, I have noticed that like, hey, these chicken strips used to be a little bit more golden brown. Now they're just brown.
Yeah. I think
the blizzards have stayed pretty
actually.
consistent.
Yeah,
I won't lie. The fries have a little bit better. The last time I got some pieces of toast, they were just literally just butter and bread.
Just butter and bread. Oh man, you know, at first I thought it was.
I might have to make a sexual decision there. I think it belongs in B or at least C.
Man,
this is a controversial take. I know.
I thought I'd be really. I thought I'd be really fighting for Dairy Queen over here, but
I'm telling you,
honestly, you kind of have some good points, like especially their chicken strips, because that was like a go-to. Their chicken strip basket. It got more expensive. It shrunk flate. It got more expensive, and their chicken strips got smaller.
Yes, that's another thing I noticed. When I was a kid, they were much bigger.
Yeah, they were, and it's not that we got bigger as people. It's those really got smaller.
Yeah.
So
because there was that like soft medium point, like in middle school, where they were still big, and I was big. So I'm all like, no, you got a point there too.
Yeah.
I'd put it in C or B.
But here's the thing: their cheeseburgers, I think, are really, really good. It's probably some of the best fast food cheeseburgers.
I see a lot of girls.
Their dessert is hard carrying a lot. So I'd say personally A.
But I'm gonna be honest. Who gets a drink at fucking Dairy Queen? You just replace it with the Blizzard, though.
But I mean, those Blizzards really are. I think those carry Dairy Queen on their own. Those Blizzards are something else entirely.
Hey, they beat every other person's fucking froyo.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I feel like Dairy Queen's deserving of A tier. I don't know if you want to give it low A tier or compromise at B tier.
I want to compromise at B. I just feel like A and S tier are just gonna be monster places that we're just like, nah, there's no fault. There's no fault
even these
here.
might move down.
They might.
A tier. Pollo Loco, never had
it. What's that one?
Firehouse subs. Have you ever had that? I've heard really good things about it, but I have never had it. That's
over in Try. I've never had it either, but my aunt says she likes it.
We might in the future. Me and Alex might just have to go out and try a bunch of different places.
Five Guys. I've had Five Guys.
You've had Five Guys?
I've had Five Guys.
Tell me about it.
It's like Arby's.
Okay.
Not Arby's. Not
Arby's.
Not Arby's. Fucking. It's like Carl's Jr.
Okay.
But better. So I would just say I'd put it just above Arby's, but I've had it a very few amount of times.
Put it above Carl's Jr.
Yeah, I'd put it in that B tier. But it was
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
I'm
sure some people are upset.
Yeah, I've had it very few times.
I can't say anything about
it. I can count on my hand.
IHOP. I will go first. I personally really love IHOP.
I do too.
I think it's just better Denny's in every single way possible. They just have every single better breakfast menu. I've never had their lunch menu, but it seems like that lunch menu is ever expanding. It's just all around, I think, is a better Denny's. So wherever
I'd put it in A.
Wherever Denny's is, I'm gonna just put it above that. Yeah. Actually, I might even put it above.
I don't know.
I can't put it above Domino's. I can't put it above Domino's.
I love my pasta,
Domino's is too consistent. IHOP's always busy too.
In-N-Out Burger. I don't think I've had it.
I've never had In-N-Out.
No, neither have I.
Jack in the Box. Jack in the Crack.
Our Jack in the Box isn't well known. It's kind of the gangster.
Yeah, a little bit. Do you have anything personal?
I've only gone there once with you guys, with Ben and them.
Really?
Which we were supposed to be here.
That is true.
Zoom on my face when I said that. I want to send that to him on Discord, you little bitch. I know what you're doing right now. You're playing D&D with the boys, you weirdo.
Oh, Ben.
I think I haven't had it too much. I don't think I can actually give like an actual opinion here. Mm-hmm. So I think it's mostly probably going to be off of you.
So here's the thing with Jack in the Box for me. Back probably about 10 or 12 years ago, I'd say Jack in the Box was an easy A tier. They were very good. But recently, as I've had Jack in the Box again, their food has gone so severely down over the years. And they're not even, usually breakfast place, like when they serve breakfast, their breakfast is able to redeem it. Mm. Their breakfast is like pretty much the same as something you can get in like a frozen food section. Mm. So not even their breakfast can save it. Their cheeseburgers have gone downhill. They're really only redeeming.
What you're describing here is an F. This is an F here.
I don't want to give it F though, because they do have a little bit of good in them. I'd say maybe about
better than Arby's.
Either high D or low C.
That's insane.
I think I might give it high.
That's crazy.
Low C.
Low C?
Low C for Jack in the Box. Just because I think maybe I just had a bad experience that time, because their food was really good. It's just last time I went, it was very expensive, more expensive than a lot of other places, especially after having Dairy Queen consistently a few times before going back to Jack in the Box. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, that cheeseburger just did not taste worth that money. It had no flavor. But I'd say that maybe it was just a bad time, and I think I'll give it above Arby's, mm-hmm. and I'd feel bad giving it below C. Mm. Just because I've had good experiences.
What's the next one? I've never fucking
Jersey Mike's. I've heard a lot about Jersey Mike's. I've never had it.
Never had it. Jimmy John's though I've had.
You've had
it's
Jimmy
just
John's?
Better Subway. I'd put that. I'd put that in B.
All right.
Shout out to the boy Connor.
Where in B?
Above Five Guys.
Above Five Guys.
Above Five Guys.
Okay.
I'd probably actually put it above A&W. Honestly. I'd say it's on the same level as Dairy Queen.
Really?
Yeah, or a little bit actually below it, but like I'd put it there.
I'll move it up.
Shout out to Connor.
Jollibee, you ever had that?
Fuck no.
Nope.
KFC.
Do you want to go first? I think I did go first on the last one.
I will, because I've had a lot of the menu, because apparently this is just a thing that's been happening over the years. So I will say this: their bucket of chicken is probably their most consistent.
Okay.
I will fuck up a cold bucket of KFC chicken. I won't even warm it up. I think their chicken strips are pretty good. Their mashed potatoes have always been consistent as well. I'll even concede that. I like their gravy too. The coleslaw, their coleslaw is pretty bitchin'. Their famous bowl is pretty good too, and I haven't had their macaroni bowl yet, but my brother says that one's pretty good too. I think KFC, low key, might be highly underrated here, because I'd honestly, I dare to say it, I'd put it at fucking A. But my only drawback is now they have gotten real fucking expensive. Mm-hmm. Like what you're able to get before is like not even what you can get now. Like my mom always says, "Yo, this shit used to be a lot cheaper, and the quality was still pretty good." So that's what my mom has always said, and I've always kind of agreed with her when it comes to that. I would take KFC, but I would prefer it fresh. But I always get it cold because I'm always last. I'm the runt. So I have to go grab it first.
Okay.
So I think I'd put KFC pretty up there compared to at least the others here.
Okay.
So what's you? You're gonna be at the hot opinion here?
KFC. I have had KFC pretty consistently for the entirety of the 20 years of my life, and
you hate it.
Very few times have I had a good experience after eating KFC.
I usually don't have stomach problems.
KFC
I guess one of those people.
Consistently gives me the worst stomach ache possible. Even worse than a Taco Bell stomach ache. Like, I don't know if they have a certain chicken recipe that has been gotten that Just
Are you allergic to something
consistently-
that you don't know about?
It could be, but it's the thing is, I can't deal with high fat. High fat does not work well with my body. So as soon as I get high fat inside my well-being, my body just immediately expels it with my high metabolism. So KFC being a fried chicken with a really, really high grease and fat causes me to immediately explode. And also KFC's fried chicken, I feel like is less good than any deli fried chicken I've had around
I feel
town.
like deli's different though. Deli fried chicken's either
But
it's
you
its
think
own
KFC,
league.
being the fried chicken place, should at least be able to beat out any of the fried chicken places around here, and not one of them is worse than KFC. Not one. Not one gives me a stomachache like KFC. KFC also, their mashed potatoes I do not like instant mashed potatoes, and they have instant mashed potatoes. And their macaroni and cheese bowls, I think might be their only redeeming quality. But at the same time, over the years, their popcorn chicken has also consistently got worse, which is the only thing I could eat from KFC, which is why I usually ate A&W when we went to KFC. So I'd say KFC is either low D or F tier.
Crazy opinion there. I've see this is all on personal opinion. I've never had these problems. I have never maybe this is a wild thing. Maybe I'm just literally built different compared to other people. I have never ever when I've ever had fast food, maybe except for one time with Taco Bell, I've ever had stomach problems.
Yeah.
I actually honestly, I have never had stomach problems except for the one time I caught a flu from my dad. That's it. I have never died after like eating something and I had to poop it out in the next 30 minutes. Never. I've never had that ever happened to me.
So where should our consensus on KFC
I think probably
be?
just D or C.
D or C?
I think maybe high D.
High D?
High D.
High D? Okay. High D.
Little Caesars, the nightmare
Little
causer.
Caesars. So I'll go first on this one. I like Little Caesars. I feel like it gives me like a good arcade taste. Like if I'm eating Little Caesars, I feel like I got to be playing on a Marvel vs. Capcom arcade machine afterwards and just be having like a game night, having fun. It's a very fun pizza place to go to. I think they have very consistent pizza taste. However, I don't think it reaches the levels of Domino's, but I don't think it's at all bad. So I'd say it's either low B or high C.
Agreed. It just gives me nightmares.
Yeah.
I can't eat it late at night.
So let's see. Let's compare.
Their Batman calzone is pretty bitchin'.
Dude, they do have some very good food.
I go C. I think maybe one day
High C.
they could pull a crazy turnaround like how Domino's did to Pizza Hut.
That is true.
I feel like low key Little Caesars is the Goku right now.
Little Caesars really is. It's the place that everybody likes, but they don't love.
Yeah.
So I think they just have to make some minor changes to what they do,
And they could come out swinging.
and they could really come out swinging. Because, like I said, they're consistent. Their pizza's always consistent, and that hot and ready $5 pizza, that is the cheapest pizza you could possibly get.
Crazy thing I'm just noticing about a lot of these fast food places that we know,
Yeah,
they're all fucking circles or ovals.
that is true. Very
Except for
simple
McDonald's,
logos.
which is the only differentiating one, and I feel like they do that on purpose.
Probably.
I just
So,
noticed that.
Yeah, I guess like I said with Little Caesars though, just to continue.
Except Little Caesars
They're-
logo. I won't
they're
lie.
very-
Little Caesars logo is crazy.
That is a very good logo because it's the shape of a brick oven.
Oh my god, I just noticed that. I like the font.
And when they have the animation, it opens up a brick oven and
that's
he pops
bitchin'.
out and says pizza, pizza.
Easy
But
peasy.
yeah, Little Caesars is very cheap, very consistent.
Fast food, but
very good
fish is
pizza.
next. I have never had it, but I know
Ooh,
that shit is
You've never had
ass.
Long John
It
Silver's?
has to be ass, man. There's no way.
So, maybe it's not Long John Silver's that I had. Is it? I'm going to have to look it up real quick. Yeah, it has to be Long John Silver's. So, if I'm wrong, please do correct me, people of the internet. But if I'm wrong about this, I'm very sorry to Long John Silver's. But if they're the place with the clam chowder, Long John Silver's, I think, is probably the lowest D you can possibly go.
I just put that at that point.
I've had it one time, and that one time is quite possibly the worst I've ever gotten food poisoning in my life. Hey, it's me, Caleb and Post here. So before you Long John Silver's fans come for my throat, I do have to say that it was not Long John Silver's that gave me the food poisoning. It was actually Skipper's. So just pretend everything I say up to this point about Long John Silver's and its ranking is actually Skipper's, and Long John Silver's I have never had. Like, it was instant. We're on the drive home from Tri-Cities after eating Long John Silver's. Everybody had their clam chowder, but I'm not the biggest fan of, or I wasn't at the time. I wasn't the biggest fan of clam chowder. So I got their fish and chips bowl. Mm-hmm. Because I love fish and chips. I always get fish and chips anytime we go somewhere with fish. Because I'm just a big fan of fish.
You mean fish and fries, right?
It's called fish and chips.
You mean fish and fries, right?
The dish is fish and chips. That is what it is called. It doesn't matter if it's fish and fries. It's fish and chips. That's what the dish is called.
What are you, British? How do you spell color, huh?
Are you
British?
Are you uncultured? Uncultured swine. But no, I had that fish and chips. The drive home was as if it was stabbing me from the inside out. And I literally could not wait.
Your stomach just can't handle the heat, man.
I could not wait to get home. We had to stop at a gas station, and I completely destroyed that restroom. Like, and from that moment forward, we never ate there again because it just caused
what you're describing me as an F story here.
Implosion. So I think it might actually be F.
Yeah, that's a distant
It's
F.
just, it was just bad.
The Golden Arches.
Ooh, McDonald's.
Mid.
So I have a story with this, I guess, to expound.
Dude, you have stories about all of these places.
So McDonald's, as a child, everyone loves McDonald's. McDonald's is your go-to place.
No, because I was a
child.
I don't think my opinions as a child at McDonald's should really count.
Nope, they count.
Because it's just like, Nuckies.
Because the memories of all of these still count. If you have positive memories with any of these, it still counts on the tier list. So McDonald's, you have high memories as a child. Over the years, as I tried more fast food places, McDonald's has gone down.
Mid.
I never really said it was bad until I think it was about in 7th grade, I started eating at like Wendy's and stuff, and I went back to eating McDonald's, and I don't know if they had like a period of like where they just started making consistently bad food, but McDonald's for a while was easily a D tier for me. Just really, really not good food. Their fries, not good at all. Recently, I went back to McDonald's because Val wanted McNuggets, and it had been years since I had McDonald's.
I have. It has been decades since I've heard somebody call them McNuggets. Decades.
Well, that's what they are.
I just call them fucking nuggets, dog, or chicken nuggets. That blew me back. I had flashbacks, anime flashback moments right there.
But no, me and Val on this one day both got McNugget meals. She got the kids meal because she's tiny, and I got myself a 20-piece. And I had that with some fries and a Sprite. I was blown away. I was like, McDonald's is good. I'd easily put it at A tier. This is really, really good. Then the following weeks.
Oh, there we go. I was waiting for it.
I try to go back to McDonald's.
Ass.
Not bad. However, every time I've gone there, they've missed something in my meal. Every single time. And I specifically say a very simple meal. It's a meal big enough to feed 2 or 3 people, which is what I usually get at other restaurants, maybe even more other places, because we usually feed multiple people at a time. But McDonald's has consistently got it wrong. Even when I go with Val, just because she wanted McNuggets, the last time I went, because I was really upset. I was like, okay, McDonald's, you're really testing me here, and you're going down again because I've eaten your fries a few times, and it gives me headaches because it's super salty and just not real food. Dude, you just
fucking suck at eating food, dog. I've never had any of these experiences.
It's not that I suck at eating food. It's that McDonald's is super salty.
I guess.
McDonald's is super salty. So at this point, I'd say B tier. But then for the 3rd time in a row, they forget another thing, and all I asked for was a little Happy Meal for Val and a small fry for me. And they almost forgot it after I literally just told them they weren't busy, and the guy at the window's like reads off everything to me. It was like 4 o'clock.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
And it was like, the guy's like, so let me read off your order, and he read it off, and I was like, did you guys get the small fry? And he's like, no, I'll get it for you. And it's like, oh my gosh, how is this happening every single time? And it's not like I'm being a Karen. I've worked at fast food. I've worked in customer service. I know this. I know it's hard, but consistently it's been McDonald's as a company. And I think because the way McDonald's is structured, because now they have the 2 drive-thrus, which should in theory, speed up time, but you're still going through the same windows. So these people are still having to go through the same amount of people, but now they have to deal with twice the amount of work. And honestly,
mid.
Yeah, I'll put it at mid. They're
mid.
McDonald's as a company sucks. Their food is okay. It's not the god tier of fast food that people say it is. Their fries are not that great. I think they have an iconic flavor.
They get cold really fucking fast.
They do get cold super fast.
I think it's because they're not thick.
So, yeah, I think, and honestly, it might be just sticks of butter they put in there. I don't know. But I think...
I just remember it's mid, so I put it in B then, depending on this list.
No. Well, if it's mid, I'd put it below... Because it's not...
It's above a Burger King.
It's not above Little Caesars, I'll tell you that. So, there it is, C tier.
Yeah. Never had...
Never had Moe's.
Oh, wait. What kind of Moe's is that?
Moe's Southwest Grill.
Never mind, no.
Nope. Egg noodles, never. Panda Express, I feel like...
I don't like Chinese fast food.
I feel like we can... Okay.
No. I've had... But that's another thing about me. I don't like teriyaki and stuff like that.
Well, you're weird. You have odd tastes. But I'll speak on this. I feel like all Chinese fast food places, you'll relatively get the same experience. So I'll speak on this. If I'm wrong, I guess people in the comments will tell me. Panda Express, I feel like will taste the same as Dragon Express. And I think Dragon Express is very consistently good. A little pricey, but I think it's consistently good. So I think I'll put it at probably low B.
I just don't like the food in general.
I think Chinese food's probably just all of Asia has very good food. I don't know how they consistently did it, but China, Japan, India,
they had a limited option supply,
they all
so they
had
to go crazy.
Amazing food. So honestly, the fact that their fast food can even somewhat emulate that, I think I'll put it at low B because it's just consistent. It's not mind blowing, but it's consistent. Panera Bread.
Don't we have that in town?
We don't. We do not.
Donut.
Mm-hmm.
No, I never had Panera. I put it in never have.
Never had it either.
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
I would just say it's his worst Little Caesar.
Really?
That's it.
I'd say it's a better tasting Little Caesar.
I think I've had it. I've just been like, I'd rather get I've said this. I'd rather just get Little Caesar.
So here's the thing for me. Papa John's has probably, I think, the best tasting cheese out of all the pizza places. And I think it has it has comparable options to Domino's. However, I think they're very expensive, and also they have really weird marketing choices. Like their bowl of pizza.
The day of reckoning will come.
Also that too. I think if they change their name to Papa Shack's, it's like Little Caesars in that case, that they just have a little bit of things they need to change in order to get higher. So I'll put it, personally, I'll put it above Little Caesars.
I don't agree with this.
So I feel like the only middle would be to just put it here.
Sure, I guess.
Because it's good, but... wait, his face is crossed out on you.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Change your name to Papa Shack's, then we'll start talking. Never had this.
I don't even know that.
Don't even know what that is. Penn Station, never had that. Back to another pizza place, Pizza Hut. I'm curious to hear you. I'll go first on this one. So Pizza Hut, I think it's okay. I think it's not as good as Little Caesars. I think their stuffed crust was really the only thing they had going, but every other place that has had stuffed crust, I think, is better. I think the only thing Pizza Hut has going for them is they have really good cinnamon desserts. But honestly, I think I'll put it low C.
I was going to put low B, but damn. The only thing I've ever liked about Pizza Hut is their pasta and they have a specific order I like. Me and my brother like it. It's like the Alfredo, instead of like tomato paste, they'll use like Alfredo paste, and I'll just replace the I'll just put like chicken and bacon on it. That's the only pizza I'll ever eat at pizza, because I'll be honest, I don't like their other pizzas, to be real. But since I've been able to like customize my order since like that, I've gone like maybe more of a personal attraction to it. So I'd probably put it at low B, but low C. Damn.
I just can't see it being better than Papa John's or Little Caesar. I just feel like it's a worse Little Caesars. So I guess the midpoint would be around.
That's crazy, because like 3 years of like a decade ago, that would have been completely different.
No, it's been consistent. I've never really liked Pizza Hut.
Wow, that's crazy.
I've always liked the other ones more.
That's
so. If you say low B, I say low C. I feel like around here is good.
Yeah.
You feel like it'd be.
I would prefer Pizza Hut over McDonald's and Burger King any day.
All right, there we go. All right, Popeyes.
I like the Sailor.
I've heard really good things about Popeyes. I've never had it, but I've heard really, really good things about Popeyes.
I've had opportunities to eat it, and I just say, nah.
I think of all the things on this list that we haven't tried, I think Popeyes might actually be the top one that I want to eat. So I'm going to put it up here.
Yeah.
That's probably the number one place I want to try.
Yeah.
Portillo's never had. Potbelly never heard of.
That's a terrible logo.
Quiznos. Have you ever had Quiznos?
Fuck no.
No?
I think that's a relic of the 2000s right there.
Quiznos is good. I'll put it at low B. That's all I have to say.
Roy
Rogers, you ever had that?
Fuck no.
Me neither. Sbarro. Have you ever had Sbarro?
I've never even heard of it.
Sbarro is pretty much like a New York style pizza chain, where it's specifically New York style pizza. They usually have them in malls and stuff, or like airports. I've had it quite a few times in different locations across Washington State. Every single time I've had it, it's been really, really good. I think they might be comparably some of my favorite pizzas out there. So for me, honestly, I think I'll put it, I don't want to put it at A tier, because I don't feel like it's deserving of some of the other A tiers. I think I'm going to put it probably around high B tier.
I guess. I've never had it.
I think Sbarro's really, really good. Really consistent and really good across all the locations. Don't even know what that is.
No. Shake Shack.
Have you ever had Shake Shack?
Fuck no. I know the name though. Shits. Sheets. It's sheets. Never had it.
Never had it either. Skyline. That's another.
Skyline chili.
That's another Eastern side. That's another Eastern side thing. Sonic. Have you ever had Sonic?
I have, but I was like fucking 3.
So do you not think you have a say in this?
Not a really good say. Because I thought Sonic was going to be there, and he wasn't. I was so angry.
That is true. That's
such false marketing. Sega, get your shit together, motherfucker.
Reason to bump it down. Though I think
it's always been, to me, at least the few times when I was like very young when I had it. I think it was always just like a bad Dairy Queen. That's what I would say. But that's when I was young.
Honestly, I feel like I've had it only, I think, twice in my life, and that's been recently. The first time I had it, honestly, god tier food.
Really?
I had their number one. Pretty much when I try somewhere new, I try their number one with medium fry, medium drink. Dr. Pepper every time, just to keep it consistent. I love Dr. Pepper as a soda. Honestly, I like lighter sodas more, but if I have to choose a dark soda, it's gonna be Dr. Pepper.
That's crazy.
But Sonic's, I feel like both times I've had it, first time, very good experience. Second time, very mid experience. So wherever we put Dairy Queen,
I think it's just either above it or slightly below it.
I think I'll put it I think this is hard. I think I'll put it below Dairy Queen for now, because I haven't had it enough times. But Dairy Queen also has the god tier dessert section. Yeah. So Dairy Queen stays winning. But Sbarro, that pizza alone gets it up there. Steak and Shake, never had that. Subway, I'll let you go.
I'm probably going to have it after this podcast.
Actually, you know what? I'll go first on Subway. Subway, I feel like it's very expensive, but it's also very consistent. You can get
being bad.
Well, let me finish, Alex. I think Subway is good, but also at the same time, I'd rather make a sandwich myself.
Yeah, but if I want something quick and done, so I guess here's my opinion. I get Subway a lot just because it's close by my house because I'm fucking lazy. But I've always liked Subway ever since I was like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And once I realized, oh damn, I have an adult palate now. Like I've changed it up a bit. And I do feel like the meme where it says, "My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich," is real. It's true.
Yeah.
You made the sandwich.
Yeah.
So, also, do you know in the UK, they don't consider it a sandwich because it has too much sugar in it?
Oh my god!
I love that John Oliver fucking like that video. I was like, really? That's crazy.
I don't know what annoys me more: the fact that the UK said
Well,
that,
actually, I think it was,
or the
it was
fact
Ireland.
that
It was
America's
Ireland.
like that.
It was Ireland. Well, then that also brings up the debate of our sub sandwiches, but you know,
Yeah, they're sandwiches. We'll say they're sandwiches. I say they're a sandwich. Do you say they're a sandwich? It has all the things that make a sandwich.
yeah, but there's not two pieces of bread though.
It is two
It's
pieces.
just the bread argument. That's what a lot of the other things. It's like soup and cereal.
If you cut it in half, it's 2 pieces of bread.
And then it would be a sandwich.
Well, that's usually what they do.
Not with mine. Usually I get a chicken bacon melt or whatever the fuck it is, and they never have it in two. It's just one.
And see, that brings it back again. I was about to say that sounds really good, but I'm like, man, that sound better if I just made it myself.
I don't have bacon though.
Yeah.
Nor do I have chicken.
Yeah.
I would though.
It
And I've actually, I won't lie, I've impressed myself. I've actually done it by myself when no one's in the kitchen fucking barking orders at me because everybody in my household's a chef apparently. I'm like, everyone shut the fuck up. I'm eating by myself. I'm not feeding any of you fucking rats. Let me fucking eat. God, I hate when they fucking are all around me. Let me fucking cook, god damn it. You think I'm gonna fucking cut my fingers off? I'm not fucking that stupid. Anyway, rant aside.
Why is your family like
Because
that?
they're fucking rats, man. Just let me eat the fucking sandwich by myself and not listen to you people mumble about your day.
Oh man.
Anyway, anger aside, I like Subway a lot, but I would say it's not good. I'd actually probably put it probably next to McDonald's.
Really?
I'd say it's worse. No, I'd say it's better. I'd actually say I'd put it below Pizza Hut. Actually,
you know what? I'd say it's a high C.
yeah, I say it's
So
better
probably
than Pizza
about
Hut.
here. Probably between Little Caesars and Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I think it's very consistent if you get the same sandwich every time.
Yeah.
But it's never gonna be
And
the
I also
quality
think this is also
of
another one that depends on the
homemade.
place.
That is also
So it
true.
could be like a high C, low
yeah,
B.
I think right around here is good.
Yeah.
Mid C. So Swenson's never
had it.
Taco Bell.
F
tier. F tier.
F.
If I could go,
Fuck Taco Bell. Add a new row.
type in trash. Taco Bell is just the worst. I never understand the argument that Taco Bell is a cheap option. It's expensive.
And it sucks.
Tastes terrible.
All the good options I can't get anymore.
they
I'm
have-
not downloading the app. Fuck you.
That is
we
true.
talked about this in
That is
episode 1.
Episode 1, we
Fuck
talked about
you.
this. Taco Bell takes everything good off their menu, and they have the worst drink selection out of all of these places.
Fuck the Baja Blast. I'm not
It's
12.
not good. It's not good. They have really, I think the only thing good they could possibly have that's on their main menu is their quesadillas, which really just
I'm
make
gonna
it
be honest,
at home.
they've what's the word you use? The quality and
It's shrunk-flated.
yeah, it's the chicken isn't as big as anymore. The steak wasn't as big as anymore. I think the actual thing used to be bigger. It fuck Taco Bell.
And honestly, we haven't even mentioned the fact that it's notorious for stomach aches because it's just bad regardless.
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever got one.
Their deal boxes are never good. Their tacos are. I don't even think that's real meat.
I think if Ben was here, I'd be roasting him right now. You really fucking made us go to there consistently,
He knew-
asshole.
He knew that he had to miss
Put a
this
picture
episode.
of Ben right here on the screen.
Ben,
Fuck
I
you.
can't believe you would
Fuck you.
force us. We actually, Taco Bell was so bad how many times, I'm sure we talked about this. I know we did. It was so bad we had to secede and go to Burger King. That's how bad Taco Bell is.
Fuck Taco Bell.
Good
God
Lord.
damn.
It's terrible.
And I don't think that's consistent with all its changes. It doesn't have the argument where you say, "Oh, it just depends on the point."
No, it's always consistent. The only thing redeemable at Taco Bell, the people that work there are always nice.
Yeah,
they're always nice.
Nice old ladies.
But it doesn't redeem the food quality being terrible. Where's my mouse?
Right there.
Taco Cabina, never had
it.
I think at this point we're going just straight to
Waffle House.
Have you ever had Waffle House?
No, but it's fucking funny. B tier.
B tier just for being funny.
B tier. B tier. Probably, yeah, right there.
Right there.
Right
Waffle
there.
House B tier just for being funny. Wawa, I've never
even heard of that.
Wendy's.
It's S tier time, baby.
S tier Wendy's.
S tier. I'm not even
the holy grail of fast food.
It is. I know a lot of people. I've met a lot of people that say, no, it's not. I think this is where the big argument comes here, where it's like place by place. I think our Wendy's is pretty bitchin'. I would say consistently, even like near closing time, their nuggets are fire. Mm-hmm. The fries, fire. Not the best, but pretty good. Mm-hmm. Their burgers, I've only had a few times where I've been like, this could have been better, but I know who's working on the shift because I go there so fucking often where I know what's happening back there. So I'd probably put that one probably like an A or B, depending on the burgers. But I've heard the chicken's pretty good. My brothers really liked it. It's the number one option for me.
It really is.
I have gone there consistently since sophomore, since
it was built in town.
I
think it was built. I think it was built the same day Smash Brothers came out. So that was honestly just a god tier day for us.
Wendy's is making me twerk, bro.
Dude, like honestly,
I do a lot for a Wendy's Baconator.
Every single thing on that menu is good. Their seasonal items also always good.
Their drinks are pretty good.
The current thing they have, their pretzel pub burger, is so delicious.
I want to try that.
Like honestly, every single thing on that menu is good. Their Frosties are killer. Those are a killer dessert.
If Wendy's actually figures out how to actually do like a Blizzard style anything,
it's game over.
I think they're unbeatable.
It's literally game over.
They're Meta Knight tier, dog. Like, they are unbeatable. Honestly, they have
it's
tech.
Just so like even there's things on the menu I haven't had. The chili I've never had. Even I'd argue the one here in Moses Lake I don't think is as good as the one I've had in Kennewick, but still the Moses Lake one is so good. Their chicken is some of the best fast food chicken, if not the best fast food chicken. I can't say because I haven't had Popeyes yet, of course, but I love their chicken sandwiches. Chicken sandwiches are amazing.
And you know
the chicken nuggets are amazing. Their fries are the best fast food fries. You can't argue me on this.
I don't know. I think I'd actually put Carl's Jr. fries above.
No, I think they're the best. I think they have a really good price value, and they taste
I'm just going off of taste.
Good. They're just. I love Wendy's.
I think our Wendy's here it's depending on who's working on the shift. But I'd still put their fries like I think it's literally just second to somebody else.
Wendy's is honestly it's just S tier. Everything about Wendy's is good.
It's too good.
You order anything on their menu, you're guaranteed to have a good experience. It's all good. Yes. I don't care what anybody says.
If you have a bad Wendy's, that's a fucking sign to leave, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It's time to leave. It's a bad Wendy's.
Yep.
Bad Wendy's.
Yep. But yeah. Love Wendy's. Everything's good about Wendy's. I think everything else. Have you ever had Whataburger?
I actually have.
Really? What do you think of it?
Let me look at the list again. It's like a fast food place, but I think it's like a.
Well, how did we create a list that is like the perfect of like?
It's all in mid. I'd say Whataburger is better than Dairy Queen.
Really?
Yes. For the maybe like the handful of times I've had it. When I was with my parents or something, and friends, because I got out of town a few times with them, I'd put it there.
Yeah, I can't say.
And my cousins like it a lot too.
I can't say anything about it because I've never had it. So yeah,
I think if you're gonna make a burger place like their own thing, I think Whataburger's up there.
Interesting.
I'd put it up there.
White Castle,
never had it.
That's a California thing. Yeah. Weissnargler,
never had it. Can't even read the logo. It's yellow.
No, that's Wings. Wingstop, I've never had.
My brother would probably argue for that one, but I don't know.
I've heard mixed reviews. Zaxby's never had.
Is that how you're supposed to pronounce it?
I think so. Zaxby's.
Yeah, Zaxby's.
But I think there's a few more we can add on if you want to search them up. So Buffalo Wild Wings, real quick.
You're gonna make me spell.
Okay, so Buffalo Wild Wings, I think I'd put probably at high A tier.
Better than Domino's?
I think so. I think I've only had one negative experience with Buffalo Wild Wings, and that was recently. I don't know if it's because of the time I went or if it's because they changed their menu. I don't know yet. So this might change later, but I'm going to put it at high A tier, probably between Domino's and IHOP, just because it's a go-to place. I always love their wings. All their wing flavors are really good. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings would easily be high A tier for me, just because they're consistent. It's like a fun hangout place, especially during high sports seasons. During the summer is very good because it's not that busy. And I just think everything on their menu, or at least before last time I went, everything on their menu is very good. I don't know if they changed it. So like I said, this might change in the future if we do this again, but high A tier for Buffalo Wild Wings. And another one, I guess I won't waste our time looking for the image, but another one I want to cover is a local one, is Woody's. Have you had Woody's?
Once. I won't lie, it was pretty good, but I won't lie, I think I might have overhyped it a bit in my head because I was like, oh, everybody says it's pretty good, like, maybe it is. But if I were to have to put it on the list here for that one time I had it, I don't know. I'd probably put it probably above Waffle House in terms of funny.
So here's my opinion on Woody's. So Woody's has been a staple of our local town of Moses Lake for decades.
It's older than us.
It's like, it's one of those places that everybody's like, that's the place Moses Lake's kind of like known. That's the burger place Moses Lake's known for. And I feel with Woody's, I feel like I've had a lot of really good experiences with Woody's. Everything on their menu, at least most of the things I've had on their menu are very good.
The fries are pretty bitchin'.
Their fries are very good. Their milkshakes are very good.
Dayton hyped up the milkshakes.
They're very, very good. Their burgers are expensive. Everything on that menu is very expensive.
But it's the expensive that you'll pay for.
It is. I think it's very good.
I might actually get Woody's.
Is Woody's an S tier though? I don't know.
I think high A.
I think it would have to be high A.
I've only had it once, and I'd put it in B. But for the people that probably say, I'd probably put it in A.
I know a lot of people would say S. I feel like I have a hard time saying S because it's so expensive. So high A, I feel like is a fair spot to put it. I really like it. I really like Woody's. I think when you have a specialty restaurant of your town, that place is always going to be just
and
a little bit above.
Well, it's not really fast food. You do have to wait probably.
Yeah, it's a little bit of wait time, but it's good. I think it's good.
So I'd like to put one on here.
Okay,
Red Robin.
That's very true.
I would argue, and I know this might be controversial, but I'd actually put. I love Red Robin. I've never had a bad experience. We've gone there both together.
Yes, I've gone to Red Robin consistently.
I think I put it in high A. I think it beats Domino's, IHOP, and Denny's for me.
You know what?
I'd put it all the way up there. I'd even put it above. If we're dependent, right? Where did we put a Woody's? A, high A. I'd even put it above that because I've just been like,
honestly,
in my head on the list of where I would like to go first, depending on my options, I'd probably go to Red Robin.
Honestly, here's my opinion. You can take it if you want. I think Red Robin's S tier.
Maybe when I was younger. This is probably another one that's gotten
definitely below
over
Wendy's.
Time.
But I feel like every time I've gone there, their food has gotten, for me, it's gotten better over the years because I've tried more stuff on their menu. Because it used to be I only ever had their pizza because I didn't want to try other things. But I started moving on to different burgers. Their Poppin' Purple Lemonade is amazing. It's something you can only get there. I had their milkshakes a few times. I think they're as good, if not better, than some of the milkshakes that are on this list. Even probably better than Woody's. I feel like it's an S tier for me. It's a hard S tier, but I can't put it on the same level as Domino's.
Oh fuck! I might.
It's higher quality.
I think I might have to agree.
Red Robin
I
S tier.
think just because it's the only fast food place I'm thinking about. Not fast food. It's more of a restaurant, but it's kind of fast food if no one's fucking there.
Yeah.
So, I think I'd put it up there. Maybe what we should do is maybe for like a future episode, all the places we have on Never Had we should go to.
I think so too. I think maybe at some point, if we have a weekend off, we just drive out to Tri-Cities because they do have a lot of these, and we just try a bunch
That'd
of
be
them.
a lot of fucking gas money and money.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think it's worth it though.
Make it a tax write-off for that day.
Yeah. But yeah, so Red Robin, I feel
How long
like
have we been recording for?
an hour.
Really?
But yeah, Red Robin's definitely S
up
tier.
here.
Here's another one I've had. I don't know if you've had it. It's also in Tri-Cities. It's Zips Burgers and Fries.
No, I've not.
It's a very niche place, but I think it's good. I'd say it's about mid B tier. I wouldn't say it's better than Sonic or Dairy Queen. I've never had Jimmy John's, never had Waffle House. I'd say probably I'd put it above Waffle House at least because I've actually had Zips, but Zips is very good.
Also, I'd like to add the point out on about that Waffle House one.
Mm-hmm.
If the Waffle House has never had an assault happen into it, it's not a good Waffle House.
Not a good Waffle
It's
House.
not a good Waffle
All right,
House.
here's the last one. Sherry's.
Oh shit! I forgot about cherries.
I think it's a good one to end off on.
I think it's a low A.
I'd say
Because they actually have they're more of the kiddie version of Denny's, where they actually have fucking like blueberry pancakes and like and chocolate chip pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put it below Denny's.
I'm actually gonna argue and say it's above Denny's and IHOP.
Really?
I think it's the best diner.
I
Because one thing is, I guess it's not popular because it's never busy. So I can always get into a Sherry's. But also their menu is very diverse. It's not specifically like a breakfast spot like the other two. It more kind of is designed for all times of day because it's a cafe. You can go in at all times of day. I
put it above Denny's at high. I'm not giving it over IHOP. I have a special place.
I'm
for
gonna have
IHOP.
to say it's. I'm gonna say it's above.
It's an A.
It's above.
I could
I'm
say
gonna say
A.
it's above IHOP because it has a very good. Specifically because their pies are very distinct, and I've tried it almost every pie that they have to offer. All of them are good, and I love pie almost as much as I love pancakes. And I love IHOP pancakes. I love pancakes just in general, but
more of a waffle guy myself.
I'm gonna have to say I feel like just the vibe of Sherry's, because like I said with Denny's, it's like noir film for me. You go in on like a rainy night with your trench coat and fedora.
There's a
It's
list you have in
raining.
your head at the very fucking
it's-
bottom and scribble noir.
Noir film.
And the fucking
And
square is like a circle.
I
actually.
just feel like going in there just after like a long day, it's just a perfect spot to go to. So I guess the median between would be between IHOP and Denny's.
I think that's where I would like to put it.
So yeah, I guess there's our tier list.
Is there any ones that we think we need to put on there?
I feel like we've got. If you can think of something that we missed right now, I don't feel like we missed anything though. They had Chuck E. Cheese on another one, but I don't know if that
I've
really
never fucking had
counts.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck
I've never
E.
been to
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Cheese is pretty much just. I'd say it's probably.
It's Dave and Buster's for children.
It's like low C. It's just the most mid pizza you'll ever have. Basically, just get a Red Baron pizza and that's Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm actually, I'm going to call my brother right now. I'm going to be like, do you want Domino's subs? Hey, bitch. So me and Caleb are doing a fast food tier list. Are there any places that you can think of that we have talked about, even though he's not here to see what's happening?
That we could have missed.
Yeah, that we could have missed. Anything off the top of your head?
Probably like Five Guys. I'm trying to think of places that not here.
Have you? Oh, wait. Go down. Go down, Caleb.
Okay.
So what did you just say? You've had Cane's?
No. I'm just saying like.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, like Five Guys, Cane's, In-N-Out,
Have you had In-N-Out?
Whataburger,
We did that one. Yes, I've had that one.
Shake Shack.
We haven't had that one either. Anything else?
that's cool.
Is it? That's all you can think of?
I think that's on top of my head. That's probably like Popeyes.
We should have probably brought his fat ass over too.
Probably,
Thinking about
yeah.
it.
Got like Chick-fil-A on there.
I've never had Chick-fil-A, so we had to skip it.
Assuming y'all got it on there.
We do. Where
have
would you put it? We'll get your opinion on this.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Well, I've never ate Chick-fil-A. We don't have one here.
I thought you just okay. Fuck you. Anyway, all right. Thank you, Andrew. Also, before we leave, do you want Domino's subs instead of Subway?
I've had one sub from Domino.
I don't know. Me and Caleb were doing this tier list, and I'm like, damn, I kind of want like a Domino's sub.
Here's what we'll ask. Andrew, what do you want for lunch?
What do you want for lunch, Andrew?
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess when I get to my house, we'll decide. Anyway, bye, Andrew. So yeah, there we go. We asked my brother for his opinion.
Yeah. I think we'll find I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people very mad at this tier list, but I feel like
I think this is a guy discussion. I feel like we need more than 2 people.
We'll do it again once we've had more of these. I'm sure.
I think we need to get. This was a Ben thing. This was just a Ben and
that's
Jared
why I
thing.
wanted Ben, but it is what it is.
God damn it, Ben! Put Ben back on the screen. God damn it, you loser.
I'll put the bald Ben picture that I have.
You
too.
want it? I have it.
I have it too.
Good. God damn it. Give me the clips of it too, so I'll send it to the Discord channel. That's about it.
I think this is very solid.
How long did we record this?
It's an hour.
Just an hour?
It's one of our shorter episodes, which I think is good.
Okay. Well,
But,
that's all we had to say.
Yeah, I love fast food. Honestly,
I wonder how many people are going to get angry at this. I feel like this is my comment section's actually going to be in
I
this
feel
one.
like we're gonna find I don't feel like we should see too many angry people because we put most of them at around mid. But
a lot of people don't like the word mid.
A lot of McDonald's enthusiasts are gonna be very mad. I don't think anybody can disagree with Burger King. A lot of people are probably gonna be mad about this
Why
one.
is Boston Market up there? Have we had that?
No.
Oh, the one
Yeah,
thing.
remember I said the frozen ones I've had.
Yeah.
So yeah, that goes up there. Maybe people. I don't know if people will be mad about Jack in the Box. The pizza ones might get a lot of controversy.
I think the KFC might want that one might too.
What I said will definitely make people mad.
Yeah.
But
I've never known that about you. You just can't handle fast food.
I can't handle fatty food. 'Cause
Really?
even fatty like
can you not? Okay, a question. Can you eat a steak but have the fat on the side?
I have to cut off the fat.
Really?
That's why I like my steaks well done because it cooks out more of the fat. I don't even eat bacon unless it's cooked to a crisp because it cooks out more of the fat.
I think I found your problem. I don't.
I can't eat fat.
You can't?
Fat.
You just don't like fat?
Fat makes my stomach hurt.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like I said, it's my high metabolism. It just says fat in the system. I'm pushing that out.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, I am a bigger guy, but I've never had.
Literally,
Even when I was younger.
I look like I'm dying, but I definitely eat. It's just my body does not take fat.
My body loves to take fat. It's just leave it for later. It's like my fucking Destiny vault. Just put it there. Leave it for later. It could be meta useful.
We'll need it.
We'll need it. No, that's just fat in general. That's kind of crazy.
Just fatty stuff in general. It has to be.
Wait, you like well done steak? I just realized that. Huh?
Yeah, it has to. I like it cooked. Because if you have a good cut of steak, if you get it to closer to, you can still have a little pink, but the closer it is to well done, I like it more like that. But also, if it's a good cut of steak, it'll still be tender.
Yeah, but this is also coming from the guy that fucking like his steak's fucking rare.
Yeah,
maybe even well rare. I'm one of those motherfuckers.
Honestly,
I want the plasma.
Like I said, I'll eat anything, but
I did not know about that.
I liked the fat cooked.
I know. I'm learning new things about you. Like that one clip from Family Guy. Oh, there's a nerd in there. Yeah. You like to meet her? Want to play a game of chess? No. whatever fucking Peter says. Well, I guess that's all I have.
Yeah, that's it for this episode.
I gotta text my editor after this, and I guess I'm going to fucking Domino's maybe.
Where is your truck? I was actually curious because I saw Andrew had it the other day.
I've yet to reveal this to you. You can bleep the number I'm about to say. You'll realize what it is. I bought a speaker system, and it costed. This is the part you're gonna have to bleep. So yeah, and it's currently in try right now, getting its system put in. So that's where it is currently.
You spent
again
on a speaker system.
It's really bitching though, because even my dad said this was how much it cost him back in the I think the 80s or 90s but he couldn't handle it, so eventually he had to like take some parts out of it. I just had okay. My one thing about this though is I had so much money in there, my bank account. I was just like, I have to spend something on this because it's just deteriorating amount. And I know I should put it in stocks, but I have to talk to my uncle who actually knows his things because he's like, he also owns like duplexes and shit. And I have to ask him for some advice. And I'm all like, well, either I do that now and like the few times I talk to him, or I can, spend on the Toyota. It'll probably actually won't depreciate in value because the ones from the fucking 2000s are still fucking kicking at 40 grand. So that my 2022 might still be existing afterward. So putting a stereo system in it might be pretty cool. So yeah, that's the car issue right now.
I don't know. Just me personally, I feel like
I know I'm starting to regret. I'm regretting it too, but I'm also like fuck it.
I would not spend that much money on just like an accessory for my car.
But it's the only. It's to be honest, and the one argument I kind of get from my brother, it's the only like accessory interior wise, other than the actual fucking interior, you can actually mess with.
Even then, I guess this is just me. But
it's a you thing. I told people this, and they're like, "Yes, yeah, you were overkill." That's like, I know. I regret it too. Don't look at me like I'm dumb. I know I'm dumb. I got peer pressured in by my father and my brother.
I would have put that money elsewhere. Personally,
I would have too.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
but that's the thing too.
Maybe you'll grow to like it more over time.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna end up at. But I didn't know where to like put it because I'm like either because I'm dumb in the sense of I don't know where to do it, and the second thing is I don't spend money. Like I said, the only places I go fucking Wendy's.
But yeah, when it comes to me though, I guess with my car is I like
your car. But your speaker system's better than mine.
I guess so. I have a good speaker system in my base Nissan somehow has a banging speaker system.
Yeah, usually a lot of so the thing with trucks is, I guess we can just keep on going with the podcast here. A lot of trucks are work trucks, and definitely the ones that aren't like Fords or like F-150s, the actual big ones, usually have an okay speaker system. If you're looking at like to the ground trucks, like have you ever seen those old Toyotas in town?
Yeah.
Cars that look like that usually end up don't having good speaker systems because a lot of the songs I play have bass in them, and you can really tell. Yeah. But the speaker system even I got is like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Like I was listening it over like when I was over there at that place in Tri. I was like, yeah, I won't lie. This a lot of songs I'm about to play might sound pretty cool. So
that's just interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. It's I had to do something with it, I guess. I still have a lot of left over.
I guess if you have money to spend it. Might as well spend it.
I know. I criticized my father for so long about him buying toys he only uses twice, and I'm over here doing exactly but I won't lie. I was peer pressured. I won't if it was just me and my dad out there and the guy who said this is the total, if it was just me and my dad, my brother and my mom weren't there, I would have looked my dad and said in the face and said, get in the fucking car. We're leaving.
We're leaving right now.
If it was not for my brother and my mom there, I would have looked my dad in the eye and been like, I almost became you. I wish I was in that time bond. Fuck. But it's just like,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Well, I guess that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Totally Oblivious. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you have any restaurants that you think we missed. And definitely argue in the comments amongst yourselves.
Comics?
The comics?
You said comics.
Dude, I'm parched and hungry.
I know.
It's hard.
I get you. Doing a fast food tier list before not eating was a bad call.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next week and peace out.
I gotta go feed my brother now.